Yeah, that's Jehovah's Witnesses for you. They don't like fun. Fun is a sin. But there's a good transition too. Do you know what isn't a sin? Might be a bit loud though. Hang on, skip through. Where is it? Kakenuke is not a sin. Hibiki might be. Yeah, you know, she's a bit there. Maybe she got red hair, so like she could be connected to the devil. But everyone else is all good. But either way, last time we played through, we didn't play through a lot. But we found out that Yu is great with kids. I guess it's to be expected considering that he works at a restaurant. But yeah, it's very windy, so the internet might go out. Really? Your internet goes out because it's windy. My internet goes out because it's raining like a fucking raining cats and dogs and shit. And then someone, and then a power outlet gets leaked on, and then all the power goes out. And that's exactly what happened last time. There's a high wind warning. You're saying that you're saying that it's not a hurricane. It's just getting close to becoming one. But yeah, we basically just did some shit for festival stuff. And then we had Depresso stuff with you, and about how he can't really do much with. He's like kind of stuck doing adult stuff, even though he's a kid and is meant to be like doing kid stuff. But because he has shitty parent, his dad, and a shitty auntie, I think Dexter's the one saying that there was an auntie. But you know, because of his shitty adult figures in his life, I guess, he's been forced to take care of his sister Ritsu, and to make sure that he doesn't get fucking kicked out of school because he can't pay his tuition. He has to study like shit so that he can get his so that he can keep his scholarship. But either way, we already knew all about that. It was just he finally vocalized it to Hibiki, and Hibiki was like, "Man, fuck all that shit. Why aren't you celebrating your youth?" And now we're all like, I knew Hibiki wasn't a good person, but I knew Hibiki was annoying, but like, this is beyond that. Anyway, enough rambling on. Let's jump right into it again, shall we? We left off with take to the hydrate. And with Hibiki, Riri, and you getting sent to the principal's office and the stretch. So yeah, I almost timed it, but I didn't. Whatever the case may be, the three of us headed for the staff room together. It wasn't the principal, it was just the homeroom teacher. Yeah, homeroom teacher Nita, Nita, I guess, yeah, came out from the staff room. She had apparently been the one to call us here. Damn. Excuse me. Everyone silently took their seats as prompted. The two girls were being hasty. I watched carefully, effectively taking a back seat to these proceedings.
わかったわ。小日向さん、鹿島さん。1学期いっぱいで、行動部とボランティア部、どちらの部も廃部になるわ。
It's because they don't have enough members? Is it because, I should say.
どうして
But like, why is you here? You know? Is it because he's the decider on which club gets to go and which one doesn't? Which one gets to stay and which one has to go? Ibiki and Kashima both stood up and closed in on Nita.
ごめんなさい。実は、2学期からうちの学園長が変わるのよ。
Ah, why?
新学園長は、風見学園を抜本的に改革するって。
I mean, like, I understand that headmasters change, right? But like, I'd usually think they would wait until the next year, right? Not the next semester. Kazumi Academy had a tradition of freedom and an educational policy that promoted its students individually. That was going to change.
うちは進学率は落ちてるし、クラブでも大きな実績がないでしょ？
Right.
少子化で生徒数も減ってるし、このままってわけにはいかなくなったの。
Oh, this is. I mean, it's been the Japanese declining birth rate has been a problem for a while, but like I never expected to see it in a visual novel.
だからって突然すぎよ。
So what you're saying is that the only reason they're disbanding the clubs is because there's not enough babies being made. Well, considering that you is the protagonist of an eroge, of a visual novel, like all I'm saying is that he's got a few waifus that he can. Never mind.
そうです。応募です。ごめんなさい。
Nita was still new and apologized like crazy, seemingly intimidated by the overwhelming pleasure? Oh god. The pressure the pair of the young students exerted. How pitiful. Both of you settle down. This isn't Nita's fault. I calmed them both down.
理由をもっと詳しくお願いします。私も詳細な意見を求めます。
They both finally chilled out and returned to their seats.
実はね。
Sensei began her awkward explanation. Kazumi Academy had, in spite of its municipality, various extracurriculars that other schools didn't. This was to become an academy capable of becoming the foundation upon which talented individuals could be fostered, apparently. The academy was symbolic to Kazumi City, one where they spared no expense when it came to education. However, circumstances have changed.
予算がそうなんですか？予算が大幅に削減された？去年税収が大きく減っちゃったらしくて、それで学園を存続させるために外部の教育アドバイザーに学園の立て直しを依頼したの。
And that person is the new headmaster.
そうよ。抜本的改革とは何をするんですか？まずは成績別のクラス編成。成績のいい生徒とそうでない生徒は違うカリキュラムになります。
Hang on a minute. That sounds a bit backwards. What different curriculums exactly?
ちょっと待ってよ。それじゃあ今のクラスは？なくなります。2学期からは新しいクラスに変わるの。
No, they use terms in this visual novel. Instead of they don't use semesters, so there's no it's not 2 semesters a year. It's 4 terms, I guess. Well, I don't know.
そんな、せっかく皆さんと仲良くなったのに。
They might even do 5 terms. I'm not sure. But the problem is, I'm basing it off of my education system. But we don't have summer break. All right, that's just Christmas. But we don't. There is not a 3-month period. I'm thinking of America now, where you just don't go to school. At most, it lasts 2 months, and even then, it's like the first week in December is still school, and like the last week of January is when school starts. Right? So even then, it's like only 6 weeks at most. I don't. Oh, fuck it. Cuts me a bit of lip. Either way, it's irrelevant. Let's just say at this. I was disappointed too. I had Kashima, Kagerazaka, and even Hibiki in my current class. I forgot that's what his name was. It would be lonely to wind up in a different class from them.
あと、部活動は実績のないところは廃部になるわ。
Right, so what you're saying is that they need noteworthy accomplishments. I think Volunteer Collective would be on that list of notable accomplishments, like cleaning up the beach. They're doing volunteer work. Would that not be a good? Would that not help with the reputation of the school? I guess I guess the reputation doesn't really matter. What would a club have to do for something that to be recognized as a noteworthy accomplishment?
そうね。新学園長が決めるからなんとも言えないけど。
What, like winning the chess club? I mean, like getting first in chess, or I don't know.
大きな大会に出場したとか、賞を取ったとか。
Wait, I was not serious about the chess thing. But I kind of get it.
うちの学園をいい意味で有名にするようなことだと思うわ。
So it is about reputation. See? This is what I mean. Volunteer Collective is a great way to increase the school's reputation. Especially because they wear the school uniforms while doing their volunteer work. Alright? Active is on hot coals. Is in. They're the one in danger. Honest, they're the one actually in danger.
新しい学園長はとにかく有名校にすることにこだわっているから。
If that's the case, then that would leave only mainstream clubs like the baseball club and soccer or the soccer club. Our academy had lots of tiny clubs aside from the active and negative. I love that he uses negative, even though it is only Hibiki who refers to Volunteer Collective as negative. Under the pretext of the school's custom of freedom, students had started up one small-scale club after another. They were performing a clean sweep of them all.
応募よ！生徒は学園の宣伝係じゃないわ。そうですよ。派手な実績しか認めないなんて、あんまりです。
Hibiki and Kashima hounded Nita some more. Again, you two, calm down. There was nothing they could do to change this by yelling at Nita.
ごめんなさい。すみません、つい。
At the rate of things we're going, the active and negative would be dissolved in the first term. And I was sure we'd be in separate classes in the second term.
それで、今度は遠野くんに関わるお話なんだけど。
What about him? He's done nothing, essentially. Yes, ma'am. While I was lost in thought, Nito turned toward me.
さっきの学園改革の関係でね。
Are you saying they're like doing some shit with his scholarship that... Right.
本当に申し訳ないんだけどね。
I don't have a good feeling about this. Right.
小学生制度もなくなるの。
Why? I thought the whole point of a scholarship is to incentivize people to get good grades. Especially if they're coming from a poorer household. This is completely backwards. What? Nine, 7, 8. I first met her early last summer. 863. A week later, she said hello to me with an awkward smile. 755. I asked her a question the following week. What are those numbers for? Those are my youth count. Whatever that means. I had no idea what that meant. And 666, the number of the devil. Suddenly, she vanished.
Oi, どうすんだよ。うちの部もこのままじゃ廃部だぞ。
俺んとこも特に実績ないし、廃部になるかも。
そんな、せっかく今日まで頑張ってきたのに。なんとかならないの？次のコンクールまでまだあるのに、実績を作れなんて。どうすればいいのよ。
After school, it was announced to her in homeroom that several clubs would be dissolved due to the academy reformation. It was the hot topic all across campus. That went for our group as well.
はい、全員集まったわね。それでは、行動部とボランティア部合同の緊急会議を始めます。
After school, given recent events, the active and negative decided to have a joint discussion. Ritsu and I were also present. We would lose the place where we belonged should the scholarship program be dissolved after all.
まずは状況を整理して、課題を共有しましょう。学園側は何と言ってきたの？はい、私から説明します。
Ritsu placed a 10-inch tablet on the table. The screen read key points of the Kazumi Academy Reformation Project.
その1、学園長が実績がないと判断した部は廃部にする。行動部もボランティア部も対象ですよね。
That's like the least important part of the thing.
どっちも賞なんて取ってないしな。
その2、成績別クラス編成と小学生制度の撤廃。
See, that's like the most important part.
進学率を上げるために優秀な生徒は別カリキュラムにして。
Yeah, but there's no point in getting a separate curriculum if there is no fucking point if you can't even afford to go to fucking school.
そして費用削減のために小学生制度は撤廃とする。
Yeah, it would dissolve scholarship programs and it would lead to less skilled people entering the workforce. Rich's voice got quieter as she read aloud. That made sense. Those 2 bullet points would have a huge direct influence on our lifestyles.
遠野先輩と律は小学生でしたよね。
Yep.
今後はどうなるんですか？私は先生からとにかく親族の方と相談してみてって。
It wasn't like the academy itself was trying to push us out. Then what the fuck are they trying to do? We would go to any adults we could trust for assistance. We would go to any adults we could trust for assistance. They were willing to recommend me to another academy with a scholarship program.
遠野くんの成績なら 推薦も難しい話ではないんでしょうね。
Yeah, but here's the thing. Doesn't the scholarship program also allow them to live nearby the school, right? Isn't the place they're living in also provided by the school? Dexter, I need to know because I fucking forgot. Alright? Because they definitely aren't fucking paying off that. Dexter, is the place Ritsu and you living in provided by the school through the scholarship program? Because because it's like, how else are they able to? No? Okay. Because the thing is, right, it is just so convenient for them that I don't know. It's like a 50-50. It's just dumb that you would get rid of the scholarship program to your school. Unfortunately, it's a boarding school outside of the prefecture, and I would only be exempt from paying tuition. Let's hypothetically assume Ritsu would transfer with me. If we lived separately in the male and female dorms, it would come with excessive living expenses. We needed to consider the cost of moving as well. It's possible we would just barely scrape by, but our financial situation was looking quite dire. It's another issue too, because you is the only one working at the moment because Ritsu's kind of like too young to work. But if he had to move, where would he? How? He would have to look for another job, and during that period of time, there would be no money. Right? He would barely be scraping by. Right? Like he says. But that's if they had that's if you was able to provide for them financially. But if they moved, he would only have a certain time limit, right? Before he can get another job. And if he doesn't get another job at that time, well, let's just say that let's just say that it would be a bad idea to move to a different school. Maybe I could take a temporary leave of absence.
そんなダメだよ。お兄ちゃんだけ働くつもりでしょ。
No shit?
そんなの私絶対に嫌だよ。りっちゃん。
Judging by her change in tone, she was close to breaking down into tears.
私も絶対嫌。断固反対よ。せっかくここに戻ってきたのに、今度は優がいなくなっちゃうなんて。
Hibiki, this isn't about you, okay? This is about you and Ritsu, alright? Kono, it's not about Hibiki.
私、絶対に認めないわ。私たちより、当の兄弟の方が深刻ね。
Also, what do you mean us? You aren't related to Hibiki, you're just a fucking simp. Kaido wore a stern expression. I mean, they are cousins, but still, as reckless as she could be when it came to Hibiki, she really was a nice and serious person at her core. Even if she beats up you all the time, she genuinely seemed worried about us.
ねえ、トノ、相談なんだけど。
What is it?
なんとか学園の改革を阻止できない？
I mean, like, that is like the only option they have, right? Huh?
ここにいる全員が困っている原因は、すべて進学園長の改革案でしょ？それさえご破産になれば、私たちの生活は今まで通りよ。
That wasn't as bad as I... That wasn't too bad of a static thing.
I
agree with what you're saying, but it was true that if we made that happen, well, our worries would disappear. Would they even hear us out, though? We didn't even know who the new headmaster was yet.
でも、俺たちがどうやって説得するんですか、カイドウ先輩。
Like, surely they would listen to a what would how would you say it? Not top-ranking student. Like, top-scoring student. Yeah, that, I guess.
行動部もボランティア部も今後、派手な実績なんて作れそうもないんですよ。
そうです。そもそも、進学園長の結果重視の考え方が、私たちと相反してます。私は、自由な校風の風見学園のままがいいんです。そうよ、鹿島さんの言う通りだわ。進学園長の方針通りの学園になったら、私がここに転校してきた意味がなくなっちゃう。そんなのダメよ。私はユウとアクティブでいっぱい遊びたいんだから。
Hibiki rose from her seat and tugged at my right hand.
小日向さんと初めて意見があった気がします。そうかもね。でも、優しい遠野くんはボランティア部の方が向いてます。
Kashima stood up and grabbed my left hand.
ユウ、私の方がいいわよね。
No, I'm good.
遠野くん、私ですよね。
Yeah. The two girls pulled me from both sides. But like, Riri, you're walking a fine line here. You're getting kind of annoying as well. Hey, wait, both of you, calm down.
なんでよ。幼馴染の私より鹿島さんのがいいっていうの？幼馴染とかそういうしがらみを持ち出すのはずるいです。
Neither would let me go.
しおりも手伝ってユウをこっちに引き寄せるのよ。
Why would you get Shiori to do it? What about Nogiko? She's the strongest one here. What?
小日向先輩がそう言うなら。
Why would you get Shiori to do it? Hiragi looked at me.
遠野先輩、アクティブに入ってください。
Oh, that's what you're doing. You're trying to convince him. I thought you were trying to pull him over to your side. Literally. Shouldn't we focus on preventing the club from being dissolved first? Oh yeah, and then Ritsu can try to convince you. This isn't the time for infighting between our clubs.
ごもっともです。
Hiragi firmly nodded.
小日向先輩、失敗しました。あんたね。
Hibiki's shoulders dropped with disappointment at Hiragi's poor resolve. They're both small clubs to begin with. Help each other out and work together.
それは無理があるぜ、ユウ。活動内容が違いすぎる。
You need to reach a compromise. I've suggested the mature choice.
はあ？ネガティブとアクティブがどう歩み寄るのよ。
I don't know. Fuck. Wait, no, that's not what you're meant to do. Hibiki eyed me dubiously.
うちの方針はみんなで楽しく遊んで青春すること。
Shut up.
私たちの方針はみんなで困っている人を助け、共に素晴らしい青春を送ることです。
Shut up. The youth part is the only part The youth part is the only point where you both match up, huh? Otherwise, they were like water and oil.
遊びと奉仕では活動方針が違いすぎます。無理です。それについては私も同意見よ。
Hibiki and Kashima glared at each other with me in the middle. Yeah, but I don't know if this is a good example. You can water and oil can be mixed together, if there is, oh, I forgot what the word was. A binding agent. And that agent, and that binding agent is you. I don't know what I'm saying. They maintained their grip on my hands.
待って二人とも。このまま揉めていても共倒れよ。さらには当の兄弟も小学生資格を失う。
Yeah, that's like the more important part of this whole thing.
それが一番良くないわ。それはわかるでしょ。
Kato, the most senior among us, just because she's in the third year, the only one in the third year, it made an argument to them both. Her voice was quiet yet chiding.
それはそうですけど。
They both finally seemed to calm down.
じゃあカイドウ先輩はどうしたらいいと思うんすか？
当の
Her face tensed up as she looked at me. Yes. Her tone prompted me to straighten my back in my seat.
一時的でいいから私たちのリーダーになってくれない？
Wait, I was being... my analogy didn't really make much sense, but like... I wasn't far off, I guess. If this is how they're going to resolve the issue between the two clubs. Huh?
目的が同じならアクティブとボランティア部が一緒に行動した方がいい。そのために響きでも鹿島でもないリーダーが必要よ。
Which is why you turned to me.
遠野は昔から人の心の機微を読める男だったわ。あんたは昔から頭がいい。それにバイトで多くの大人たちと接して世間知もある。私たち全員あんたの指示に従うから、改革案を撤回させる方法を考えてみてくれない？
I was surprised by Kaido's unmerited high appraisal of me. She had a high opinion of me than I realized. Unmerited. That is... I mean, I understand what the word kind of means, right? Is that she is praising him not based off of the things he's done, I guess. But hold on a second. Do you really think I could handle something like that on my own?
そうね。遠野だけに押し付けるのは良くないわね。遠野はみんなの意見をまとめて最善の案を考えてくれればいいわ。私たちは私たちで改革を阻止する案を考える。それならどう？
Are you really sure that's what you mean? Are you sure that's what you want?
あんたしかいないのよ。
You know, both the active and volunteer collective will be abolished if I fail, right?
その時は仕方ないわね。素直に進学園長に従うわ。
Hang on. The water and oil thing might not be a good example. I'm thinking of another one. I'm trying to think of a better analogy, right? Because I remember a dish. That is just like, yeah, it's pasta and cheese, right? And you can't normally combine the two. Hang on. The problem with older cheeses is twofold. First, they're relatively low in moisture, which means they're more prone to breaking. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Right. So the water and oil analogy might not be that good, but what is a better analogy is like fucking cacio e pepe, right? Because the whole point of that dish essentially is just, okay, it's very simple to make, right? You just have pasta and you have cheese and you have pepper, right? But the problem is that the cheese, I guess you could, I will say, is hibiki, and the pasta, which is fucking riri, don't really combine that well together. But the way you can combine them together into essentially making like a creamy sauce with basically what is only cheese and pasta water, which is you in this analogy, right? I don't know. I just wanted to make an analogy around this because he called them water and oil. Whatever.
みんな、それでどう？響も鹿島も、とりあえずトーナの取り合いはなしよ。一時休戦して。
Because here's the thing. If they wouldn't be fighting over each other if you were in both of their clubs, right? Quote unquote. And if you want that, you combine the clubs together, and the compromise is that you is in both of them. I don't know. Senpai looked around at everyone. She wasn't acting like her usual self. The look in her eyes was serious and unwavering. Yeah. This was the type of person she was by nature, when she isn't a simp for Hibiki.
そうね。わかったわ。鹿島もいい？はい。熱くなってすみませんでした。
This is like one of those rare instances where the simp for a character is better than the character they're simping for, right? Because if you think of like other examples of a character in anime that's simping for a different character, they are like the most annoying character in that anime, right? But in this instance, Nagiko is hundreds of times better than Hibiki currently. She might get a little more annoying in the future, I'm not sure. Fuck, I didn't read that. They simultaneously relinquished... wait, no. Both presidents buried the hatchet. They simultaneously relinquished their hold on my hands.
そういうことで、今日はお開きにしよう。みんなで立ち向かえば、きっといい方法が見つかるわ。トーノ、みんなをまとめてね。
Roger, senpai. Thank you very much. I didn't think you had that much faith in me.
別に客観的事実を言っただけよ。
I mean, I get that Nagiko likes you, right? And that's why she came up with this solution, right? Instead of going fully into following everything that Hibiki says, right? But still.
それよりバイトの時間は大丈夫？
She's not annoying, unlike Hibiki. Oh, yes. It's getting that time of, so excuse me. I stood up and left the club room.
最後は遠野先輩に委ねられるのですね。
Yeah, you're giving him a lot... This is the problem. He's already got a lot of shit on his plate already. You don't need to add more shit to the already pile on his plate. Already shit pile on the plate.
お兄ちゃん、どうするのかな？
He's gonna crash the fuck out. What do you think is gonna happen? He's gonna burn out as shit.
言うならきっとやってくれるわ。
Are you sure?
私たちも何かできることがないか考えてみましょう。
I have a good feeling about this.
待つだけの女じゃないわ。私は欲しいものを自分から掴み取りに行く。その上でユウにアクティブにも入ってもらうの。小日向さん、一時休戦するのでは？だからユウの意思で選んでもらえるようにするの。うちの部の良さをアピールするだけよ。 それならいいでしょナギ。まあ、揉めずに無理強いでないのなら。ならうちだって負けてません。遠野くんに、これまで以上に、うちの部を押します。
I'm getting a fucking headache.
もうプッシュ。いえ、倍プッシュです。だ。ユウは絶対私を選ぶわ。あらあら、その言葉をそっくりお返ししますね。
Don't ara me.
女の戦いが始まりましたね。
怖え。やっぱ、女怖え。
Yeah, but like, kind of hot, right? Wait, never mind. Alright, what to do? After splitting up with the others, I took a seat on the bench alone before work. The active and negative both would cease to exist if I failed. I think the bigger issue is the fact that you wouldn't be at school. You wouldn't. It doesn't fucking matter if their clubs disband if you aren't a part of either of them. That's why they made the clubs in the first place. He became mostly. Not to mention Ritsu and I wouldn't be able to keep up our current lifestyle anymore. We wouldn't be able to keep up any other lifestyle if the... Yeah. It would also mean we won't be able to hang out together anymore. Honestly speaking, if the... Here's the thing, right? If the scholarship program were to fucking die in the dirt, the best option for you is just to never go to school again, right? His best option is just to work, right? And it's just to work and make a bunch of money so that he can support Ritsu, so that she can go to school, right? That's the problem. I didn't want that. Truthfully, I could care less about all this youth stuff. Yeah, me too. But to say goodbye to friends, what's more, to be separated in this way was just... Give me a break. The pain of sudden separation. That was something I had known since my childhood. I didn't want the others to experience that same level of grief. Hang on. The disbandment of a club is not on the same level of what you're going through, okay? Or what you've gone through. But yet, I don't want to go through that again either. I didn't drop my phone or anything.
Senpai!
Look. Fucking... No sooner did I hear someone call out to me from behind, did I feel a pair of arms encircle my neck. Finally, the new character. Is that you, Hijiri? What is that name? I shouted, as she constricted my windpipe.
そうっすよ。遠野先輩の愛しい後輩のひじりキッカス。
Kika is better. Kika is better. I don't want to use Hijiri.
もしかして自分のこと忘れてたんすか？相変わらず先輩は釣れないっすね。
I'm gonna love her personality too.
もっと自分の愛を感じてほしいっす。
Maybe not so much the choking part, but Hijiri ran her mouth rapid fire and hugged even tighter. What's more, she was strangling me. I haven't forgotten you. I haven't forgotten I know I can't even forgotten you. Who? Come on, I can't breathe. Let go. Struggle. I tried desperately to get out of Hijiri's stranglehold.
先輩、何暴れてるんすか？はい、どう。あと、滑舌超悪いっすね。
That's your fault. Falf. Yeah, that works. I tap Tajiri's arms to get my intentions across.
ああ、そういうことっすか。
Ah! Yeah, for real. You didn't hear that. She was a lolly. If she was a lolly. Yeah, I could see the titties. She got boobies on the and they're pressing into Yu's back. Anyway, let's get the phone off the ground that I didn't drop. But like I said, right, the best course of action for you, if he can't go to this academy anymore because there's no scholarship program, is to just work his ass off, right? But like, Ritsu doesn't want him to do that, but at the same time, he wouldn't really have a choice. So like, it's an impossible situation that he's in, let's just say. Just like... Oh, never mind, I think the audio's fixed itself. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do.
ああ、そういうことっすか。
There's an achievement for that? Use the voice replay function for the first time. Hang on, I've been doing that here. What do you mean? What's the difference? Whatever. Start the recording again.
でも自分はもうちょっと先輩集を堪能したいんで。
Hang on. Oh, fuck.
あえてこのままで。
Dexter, can you... Who is Kika's voice actress? Okay, well... But... By trying to kill me? Are you trying to kill me?
ああ、くんくん。先輩の匂い、癒されるっす。
Are you a pervert? Pervert?
このかすかに感じる汗がたまんないっすね。
See, this is why it would have been better if there was a voice actor. Alright, if you had a voice actor.
青春集っす。くんくんくん。
Hidariki Pink. Kinu? I was not expecting Kinu from MKC. Stop it. This was supposed to be a pure This is supposed to be a pure love game. Lay off with the sexual assault with me as the victim. There's something totally off about this. I had a man to stand in. And then he died. Wait, hang on. See, the problem is I'm not sick anymore, so it's harder for me to wheeze. Yeah, there you go.
大丈夫っすか？
Alright. Now that she's here, there's a new ranking. Everyone has gone down. Actually, Nagiko, she's gotten better. Ritsu's gotten a bit more annoying about the whole fucking you should join my club shtick. I kind of knew it. Bro, shut up. I thought I was a goner. I sat on the bench and let out heavy breaths when she finally released me from her grasp. She'd nearly sent me to Nirvana. That probably would have been better than leaving. Never mind.
ごめんっす先輩。当の先輩が苦しんでる表情が可愛くてつい。
Fuck! Shut up! How big of a sadist are you? Don't hit me. Tehete nandayo. Never mind. She giggled without a single shred of sense.
せっかく自分が来たのに、当の先輩が黄昏てるんで。ちょっとお茶目したっす。
You're definitely going to kill someone someday without meaning to. And I hope it's me. Never mind. I should have never thought.
元気づけるつもりだったんすよ、マジで。
If that's what you were after, then you could talk to me like a normal, like a normal person.
女の子に抱きつかれた方が男子嬉しいんじゃないですか？
They also like being choked by girls, but that's a different. That's only in the bedroom. Isn't it more of a stranglehold than a hug in your case? Maybe don't. Yeah, don't hug his neck. You can hug his everywhere else, especially his penar. His penar. Never mind. Keep that strength of yours in check. Maybe. Well, maybe if she squeezes that hard around his neck. Never mind.
優しくギュッとしてってことっすか？
Yes. With his around his penar. Never mind. If you're going to hug me, then gentle would be better.
先輩やらしい。いいっすよ、先輩なら特別に。どうぞっす。
Hijiri opened both of her arms wide and welcomed me.
これで今夜の先輩のおかずは自分で決まりっすね。
Excuse me? Like hell I'd do that. I don't use SmackBank. I use Pornhub. What? That wasn't something a girl should say. Anyway, where have you been lately? This was the first time I'd spoken to her since we switched to our summer uniforms.
まあ自分もいろいろあるんすよ。
Wait, so you met her while you were in your winter uniforms? I guess it happened before the game. Obviously. What does a lot mean?
それは乙女の秘密っすね。
She's discovering more about herself. Whatever. Never mind. If you're really a lady, then start acting like it. What sort of a lady would put you in a headlock the second she sees you? My kind of lady. Hang on a minute. So what were you up to? What were you up to? Yeah, what were you up to?
ですから乙女のトップシークレットっすよ。
It's human nature to want to expose something being kept hidden from you, like the JFK files.
いやーん、そんな強引になんて先輩のエッチ。あ、その目いいっす。ゾクゾクしてたまんないっす。
Maybe it's a good thing that no one else is around her. Hijiri twisted her body in place. Or something else.
当の先輩、なんでそんなに自分のこと詮索するんすか？あ、わかったっす。
She plopped her hands together. There was no way this would be anything good.
さては先輩、自分に惚れたんすね。
As if I'd fall for you, moron.
なんで秒速で否定するんすか？自分の乙女心傷ついたっす。
I'd fall for you. Never mind. In what universe are you a damsel?
もしかしてもともとは乙女は男のことを指してたって言いたいんすか？だから自分は乙女じゃないって言うんすか？
What? Not even close. Don't start spouting lies and acting like they're plausible. It was always like this when we were together. I didn't know much about Hijiri. I had nearly zero data on her other than that she was 1 year younger than me.
で、話戻しますけど。
And that's where you get Ritsu and Shiori to gather data on her.
どうして黄昏てたんすか？話聞きますよ、自分。
don't think telling you will help anything.
いやいや、こう見えて自分頼りになるっすよ。
Oh yeah? I had my extreme doubts. I guess it didn't hurt anything to tell her, and it wasn't something I needed to hide. With that, I explained the situation to Hijiri.
なるほど。それはなかなかきついっすね。
So now that I've said that, maybe you should tell me what your secret is.
急に渋くなりましたね、この学園。何かあったんすかね。
It is city run. It is city run. They could be in serious financial trouble due to the loss of revenue.
観光客減ってるんすかね。自分あんまりわかんないっすけど。
No, it's because of the declining birth rate. I haven't heard anything like that. Kazumi City shouldn't have been going through any particular economic difficulties. Did that mean the financial struggles were a lie? Did that mean it was simply the city changing their educational policies? Either way, I couldn't fathom why they would lie about that. Was there any benefit to deceiving us?
それで、どうするつもりなんすか、先輩。
To be blunt, I have no idea. So what I'm getting at is that there is some corruption in the government. That is to be expected.
それは言い換えれば、いずれは何とかするってことっすね。
I guess maybe not government. Maybe it's strictly in the school that someone is embezzling funds so they aren't able to distribute the adequate amount of financials throughout the school. I didn't say that. If I can, anyway. I plan to do everything that I could. Listen, all I'm saying is I don't think this is the kind of game what I don't think this kind of game would be about exposing corruption in the school board, in the higher ups that run the school. Right? It's a bit more slice of life than that. Even if your situation is horrible, for my sake, and for my friends.
一つ提案があるっす。
Lay it on me.
先輩が問題を解決した後に、
Once I've solved my problem,
タイプの女子のいる部に入部すればいいっす。
well, the problem is that the two girls that are the closest to him that are running the clubs, they're kind of annoying. You know, case in point, they're at the bottom of the list. You know. Hang on. Yeah, I plan to do everything I could for my sake. Yeah. Where's this coming from?
もしかしたら感謝されて付き合えるかもしれないっすよ。
Hijiri laughed a nasty nihihi to herself. You're so impure.
男子ならごく当たり前の発想っす。
You underestimate men too much. Not all men want girlfriends. Well, yes, they do. Most of them do. I know one person who doesn't. I'm looking right at him. And I'm not referring to you. I didn't have the time to spare for romance.
先輩、逃げちゃダメっすよ。覚悟して先輩もそろそろ青春するっす。
Hijiri poked at my chest with her index finger. I left well enough alone since this happened all the time. I left her well enough alone. What? Remember what I told you before? I don't have the free time or money for that.
なんならお金自分が出しましょうか？
I mean, I expected her to be rich, but like, I couldn't help but shout at her surprising proposal.
自分家金だけはあるんで。
Yeah, I expected that. You come to the school. Your family's well off.
この封筒に10万入ってるっす。
Hijiri took out a manila envelope and flapped it in the air to further emphasize her point. Okay, maybe she's trolling a bit.
これで自分に先輩を売ってくださいっす。
Whoa! Listen, I would, but not for 100,000 yen, alright? You're selling him a bit short.
パパ活ならぬ後輩活ってことで。
What the hell was this supposed to do? What the hell is this supposed to be? Sell myself? Sell myself in what way?
この夏、自分と青春してほしいっす。
An awfully vague request. But in slightly more concrete terms.
そんなこと、女の自分の口からは恥ずかしくて。
Hijiri's cheek suddenly flushed.
もう先輩、いやらしいっすね。
She smacked me on the shoulder so hard it hurt. Aren't you the naughty one here? What was this underclassman girl even thinking? Anyway, put that envelope away.
自分と青春するのダメっすか？
Where did you even store that shit?
今みたいにたまに会って話してくれればいいだけっすけど。
That's not something you try to buy with money. Maybe I should say, I don't mind doing this much for free.
でも自分、先輩助けたいっす。
That would be nice. But I don't think he's that kind of guy. The sentiment is plenty. Besides, I don't hate talking with you either. You and I are equals. I don't want money to get in the way of that. I turned away from Hijiri when I said that. I was kind of embarrassed.
そうっすか。わかりました。自分が間違ってたっす。
You get it, right? That was a relief.
次は20万包んでくれっす。
Okay, still selling them a bit too short. That's like barely $2,000, alright? You don't get it at all.
冗談っすよ、冗談。
She smacked my shoulder again. That hurts. Would you reel it in a little?
すんません。自分その辺苦手で。
Don't just say you're bad at something. Learn from your mistakes.
先輩で学ぶっす。
Really? She was a lost cause.
じゃあ、自分そろそろ行くっす。先輩と久しぶりに話せて楽しかったっす。
Oh, wait. Today's the day. Today's the day. Tell me what class you're. Hey, she's gone already. She got away from me again. That girl was incredibly elusive. And she's left behind a single bird. This again? There was a blue origami crayon on the bench. A number was written on its wing with rounded handwriting. 659. The youth counter. What a weird game. I took the crayon in hand and stood up. It was then that I realized I was in a significantly better mood. Time to head to work. You're late for work. You're fired. And then, mood ruined. Welcome. I will show you to your seat. Today is my first afternoon shift in a while. Thank you very much. We look forward to your next visit. Although the recent news from the academy weighed heavily on my mind, I had to focus on my work. I plotted out an efficient workflow and served customers with an eloquent smile from beginning to end.
かっこいいお兄ちゃん。
Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh my god.
この子がどうしてもあなたに会いたいって。
Thank God I don't have to voice her. Hina and her mom both waved to me. Does this technically mean she has a sprite? I mean, no. A sprite would mean like an individual character model. She exists. Let's just say. Thank you very much. I'm honored. Here's a ticket for your free dessert. Please be sure to use it. I gave my tiny customer a polite bow and handed her the ticket.
お兄ちゃんからのプレゼント。まあ、すみません。
Not at all. Thank you for your continued patronage. Eat lots of yummy food with your mum, okay, Hina?
Hi.
Now then, please wait just a moment. I gave them the largest, most brilliant smile I could muster. Several customers approached me in the meantime.
当のチーフ目当てのお客さんがあんなに。
すごいでしょう。実は遠野くんがいる日といない日で売り上げが2割は違うんだよね。
マジですか？やばいですね、遠野チーフ。
So what you're telling me is that he should get paid more. So what you're telling me is that you should give him a raise. Or maybe even a promotion? Or maybe even... Never mind.
ああ、彼には確実に接客の才能があるよ。
うちの店のアイドルですね。
So like, this is like the opposite situation from MML, where Yuna is the one raking in all of the sales, and in this instance, it's you. I'm saying it's opposite because it's a guy instead of a girl.
彼は得難い人材だよ。はあ、本当に素晴らしい。
Oh, it's this fucking chibi CG again. Manager, can I talk to you for a minute?
何？何でも言ってみて。
During my break, I was in the back room alone with the manager. I threw caution to the wind and asked for advice on, you know what, the suspension of the scholarship program.
遠野くんが転校！それも県外？
Well, it's not completely set in stone, but that is the worst case scenario.
そうなると、うちのアルバイトは
will have to come to an end. See, this is what I'm saying. But that is why this is why I'm saying it would be better for you to just not go to school and solely focus on supporting Ritsu in going to school, right? I've been working at this establishment for establishment for the last year and a half. I got along well with the other staff, and the manager was a good-natured guy, if a bit out there. Even if he got a bit too fired up about idols from time to time. Still, I'd genuinely rather keep working here.
わかった。県外からの交通費は全額出そう。
Huh? But I'm pretty sure, under current regulations, that would go as high as 10,000 yen.
そんな規定より遠野くんの方が大事だよ。
Damn, that 20% must be a lot of money. if he's going that far.
なんなら、さらに時給も上積みして。
I mean, you should be doing that regardless, but, you know, the sentiment is there. No. I appreciate the sentiment, but that wasn't at all feasible. My working hours would drop drastically, and it would ultimately be a loss for the restaurant. Yeah. My stamina wouldn't hold out either. Thank you very much, sir. I certainly appreciate the gesture. If things do turn out that way. I'll make sure to pass on the baton properly.
いやいや、そういう問題じゃなくてね。貴重な2割が。
It must be a big 20%. I mean, yeah, to be fair, 20% for any business is a lot. 20%? What's this about 20%?
それはこっちの話で。
I'm not surprised that you doesn't know about the 20%.
それより、なんとか続ける方向で考え直してくれない？
Well, that's easier said than done.
チーフ、ご指名のお客様が。
I was going to elaborate further on the topic until my coworker Murakami walked in. But there's a name to the voice, but it's still part-timer girl A. I've said this before, but we don't have that kind of system here.
チーフのお友達だそうですが。
Okay. It was fucking Shinji last time. It's gonna be Kika this time. Probably. A friend. Maybe Shinji again. Shinji hates women. So you could just send one of the other male staff members. I needed to prioritize my conversation with my manager.
いえ、女性のお友達です。
He got a lot of those. He's got exactly 5. Huh? A female? To his one male friend.
綺麗な方ですよ。チーフも隅に置けませんね。
If she's saying she's gorgeous, maybe Riri. It's nothing like that. Who could it be though?
遠野くん、言ってあげてよ。
Not like this. It's not like that, okay?
話は後で。いつでも時間作るから。
I'm sorry about this. About my shift. After my shift then. I got up from my chair. Better hope I could bail as quickly as possible.
お邪魔してるわよ、遠野。
Really? I mean, she was on my mind, but I was between like Hibiki and Riri. Nagiko was like my third choice. She's gorgeous. When I think of the word gorgeous, I don't think of Nagiko, right? She's pretty, right? But I don't think gorgeous would be the right word. You're welcome, Kaido. I mean, Miss. It was Kaido. Weird. She wasn't the type to come to family restaurants by herself. So she's been here before? Is that what you're saying?
遠野、ウェイターの制服似合うじゃない。
Thanks. Thank you very much, miss. I think... Yeah. We were inside the restaurant, so I spoke to her in my customer service voice.
すごく丁寧ね。
This is the fundamental stance to take with customers.
ふん。今の遠野は仕事モードってこと？
When the uniform's on and he's in the workplace, obviously yes. Yes, my role is to keep my professional and private life separate.
そう。でも、ちょっとだけプライベートの話をしたいの。
That is why her name is part-time worker... Oh, wait, it's Murakami. It's part-timer girl A. Wait, yeah. They changed it to Murakami. Just because she said her name. But it's not like she was introduced.
というか、あんたに謝りたいのよ。
Apologize. This was so sudden that my normal tone of voice suddenly came to.
あの後気がついたんだけど、私のやったことって結局さ、遠野に一番厄介なところを丸投げしたみたいじゃない。
He's used to it.
あんたはただでさえ忙しいのに、そこを考えずに悪かったなって。
Senpai's expression turned a bit murky. That's what this was about. I hadn't really thought of it that way. Please don't worry about it. Miss. This is a problem for me as well.
そう言ってもらえると助かるわ。
I don't have a customer service voice. I'm trying my best. I will take over the role of temporary leader. I flash her a bright smile. Not the one reserved for customer service, but my own personal smile.
やっぱり遠野に会いに来てよかった。ありがとう。胸のつっかえが取れたわ。
He smiled sweetly. It was a beautiful, invigorating smile. If Hibiki was a sunflower, then I guess that would make Senpai a morning glory. Yes, this was how Senpai should be, not a fucking simp to her cousin.
遠野、実は私、というか、アクティブでもいい案が一つ浮かんだのよ。
Really? Really?
ええ、うまくいけば進学園長を説得する材料になると思うの。
Or is he not in the customer service voice anymore? Is he not using customer service voice anymore?
今バイト中で忙しいでしょ？
That is correct.
週明けに詳しく話すから放課後うちの部室に来てくれない？
Of course. I will try to adjust my shift accordingly.
そうしてくれると助かるわ。
Alright. Now that that's settled, what would you like to order?
何か冷たい飲み物がいいんだけど。
Most of the drinks on the menu are cold, dipshit.
そうだ、遠野のおすすめは？
Kaido, pardon, milady. Milady? What do you think of this? I recommended the iced tea list listed in the corner of the menu.
お嬢様か。
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
お嬢様。お嬢様。いい響きね。
Hang on, don't let it get to your head, alright? Just because you said it to you and you like you doesn't mean that he... never mind. Kaido was pleased with herself. And that was a woman for you. A legit lady. She is more of a woman than Hibiki and Riri are. Well, no. Riri is more of a woman. On the woman scale, it'd be like Riri, Nagiko, Shiori, Ritsu, Hibiki, Kika. I don't know. Shinji. Never mind. Very good. Please wait for a moment. Please wait just a moment. I filled in the order slip and bowed to her.
遠野。
Yes, what can I do for you?
2階の席に移ってもいい？確か風見湾が見えるんでしょ？
You are well informed. You're well informed.
遠野の妹さんが言ってたの。
So that's how she knew. Do you like the ocean?
Huh?
You look very happy as all. You look very happy as all.
そう？別にそうでもないけど。
She acted oddly restless. Tending to a customer needs was a part-timer's eminent duty. I doubted it was anything I needed to pry deeply into. Understood. Allow me to show you a special seat. To a special seat. Please come with me. The stairs are this way. Senpai stood up and I escorted her. We went up the steps together. Ah, crap. Senpai was walking ahead of me, and her skirt had flipped up, leaving her underwear exposed. I was a gentleman and looked downward. When it happened. God damn it! Does this always... Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen when the girl is on the stairs ahead of the main character and then she just slips? Why don't you slip when I'm ahead of you? Wait, Kaido, I immediately snapped my head upward when she screamed and reached out with both arms. Oh! She didn't fall over. That's the first. But that's a lot of... Why do I feel like the why do I feel like this CG was meant to be a bit more extended in the 18+ version? I was in the nick of time. I somehow managed to catch Senpai when she lost her footing on the stairs. What a relief. That was a close one. She could have been seriously injured if she had fallen from here. Dexter, care to tell me if I'm right or wrong about this? It is absolutely fine. Still, it was quite rare for you to make such a mistake, Senpai.
そうね。少し浮かれてたのかも。
Even you get that way sometimes, I see.
学園帰りに寄り道なんてほとんどしないから。
I'm like, it's okay. I wanted to comment on the fact that the CG shows the MC's face, but the chibi CGs do that anyway.
こういうところも一人で来るなんてめったにないもの。
I'm pretty sure there were panties. That's what I fucking mean. Because like, it doesn't make sense for it to be this close. It is claustrophobically close. Right? So like, I just knew that the actual CG would be more would be more zoomed out, and it'd have show her panties. You don't? Senpai's family was known for Aikido, and was had an excellent pedigree. I had also heard that she would be their heiress. It's just like with me, I doubted she had opportunities to play around all too much. Senpai, I wonder, can't you enjoy yourself right now to the fullest? You have made the effort to visit our restaurant. Please enjoy yourself to your heart's content. This is why I'm showing you to the special seat.
それって
Yes.
仕事モードで言ってる？
I didn't change my voice to work mode.
それともプライベートなトーナの言葉なの？
I thought about it for a moment. Hato, which do you believe it is? I flipped the question around on her.
それは
Fuck! God, stop! I don't want to like you more. Especially because you're fucking... Because of Hibiki.
丁寧なトーナも悪くないなって思ったけど、私はいつものトーナが言ってくれたことだと思う。
She acted unusually meek. She seemed like an ordinary young woman when she behaved like this.
で、結局どっちなの？
Just as you surmised. I thought it might be fine for you to relax. At least when you're by yourself.
それ、あんたにも言えることなんじゃない？
No, because you're rich. Maybe not rich per se, but you have parents to support you and are able to pay off your tuition, unlike fucking you over here, who's not even wearing his tie correctly. Put your fucking collar down! An unexpected counter.
響も心配してたわよ。頑張りすぎてるって。
Honestly, he probably would have to work harder if there wasn't a scholarship program. I only do what I'm capable of. I know my limits.
あんたって誰かに見てもらってないと危なっかしいのかもね。
You think so?
自分の限界を理解してるなんて無茶する人の言うことだもの。
You're right, but he knows his limits, and his limit is, anything. The limit is no limit if it's to do with Ritsu.
たく、危なっかしい後輩だわ。
With taking care of Ritsu. Not exactly the line someone who nearly fell down the stairs should say. A bit ironic. bit ironic that she said that. I assumed she'd be mad if I snapped back with that, so I kept it to myself.
それはいいんだけど、トノ。
What is it?
恥ずかしいからそろそろ下ろして。
Oh, I was going to carry you to the second floor, actually. I nimbly made my way up the stairs.
面白がってない。
You caught me.
2階に着いたら覚えてなさいよ。
No, he has work. He can't stay any longer than he has.
新しい技を覚えたんだから。
Milady, I'm very sorry. I partly returned to my work mode, and humbly apologized. Reverted to work mode. Later, after Senpai left, I may not have to quit after all, sir.
Okay, bravo! I love you, my brother!
Shut up!
Hi! 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 Hi!
I get that he loves idols, but I think the manager is treating you like an idol because of how much money he rakes in compared to other workers. Anytime he works, the manager was delighted when he heard what I said, what I had to say. It could still go either way.
これで2割アップは間違いなし。Yahoo!
聞いてませんね。
Part-timer girl A is Murakami now. Why wasn't she Murakami before? It's not like you... It's not like you were introducing us to her. Well, whatever. With that said, what did Hibiki and the others have in mind? Oh, I wasn't really paying attention to that.
Kakenuke
Oh!
青春スパーキング。
Don't look at me like that. Fuck! I don't... Oh. I woke up to the sound of my phone's alarm. Turn it off! Thank you. I reached out and turned it off. How long was I out? Last night, in the middle of studying, I figured I'd take a quick break and lay in bed. I didn't remember anything past that. Yeah, that's like me when I'm mid-recording and I'm like, all right, I've done enough recording. I've done a bit of recording. I'm feeling a bit tired while I'm recording. I'll take a nap and then I wake up and I don't remember anything past that. I'd have been in big trouble if it weren't Sunday. Wait, I haven't even changed. I passed out in bed, still in my clothes. I must have been pretty worn out. Wait, hang on. Why would you not... I guess. I was like, why would you not change out of your clothes when you're in your bedroom and all you're going to do is study until you go to sleep, right? But yeah, I guess. He's got the mindset of, if I wear certain clothes, I'm doing certain things, right? So if he wore his like pajamas, he's not studying, right? He's just gonna, right? His mindset would be, oh, it's bedtime. Be someone who's been fine ever since, even after 10 late night. Wait, be someone who'd been fine, even after 10 late night shifts in a row. Maybe it was starting to take a mental toll on me after all. The abolition of the scholarship program, also the disbandment of the active and negative. Okay, those aren't. You keep bringing this up like you care. Like they're as important. I mean, as the scholarship disbandment. What the word to use? Abolition. Yeah, the abolishment of the scholarship program. what could we do what could we do about that? The active does seem to have a plan of some kind, at least. I had learned as much yesterday. I was uneasy considering Hibiki had come up with it, but I could just reject her plan if it was too reckless. I had been enlisted as the leader as it stood. That aside, I had to come up with some ideas of my own too. Now that I've eaten, it might be nice to go on a walk for a change of pace. With my mascot branded phone case in hand, I changed into a t-shirt I liked, and headed downstairs. Oh, the shop's closed. After breakfast, I headed downtown myself. I wandered my way to a shop I frequented, but it had a temporary closure notice up. I wanted to grab their new t-shirt if they hadn't in stock. I heard a familiar voice. What was she doing? Oh. Oh. It's fucking claw machines. Bro, where were all the CGs last fucking VOD, man? I mean, I guess last episode, because the VOD already has a CG, but like, the episode won't. They're like, where the fuck were they? A short distance ahead, Kashima was seated in front of a capsule toy vending machine. Oh wait, no, it's not claw machine. It's a capsule machine. That's even worse, bro. At least the claw machine can be at least a bit skill based. But you're fucking.
あなたも可愛くて大好きなんですよ。でも、あなたはもう持ってるんです。気を取り直しましょう。勝負はここからです。今度こそ。
There was a huge pile of capsules amassing beside her. It would appear the one she was after hadn't come out yet. See, capsule machines don't have a pity system, okay? Kashima looked at the capsule toy in her hand and hung her head with disappointment.
まだだもん。まだ負けてないもん。コンプするまで負けないもん。
Gonna? Not the sort of speech I'd normally expect from her.
大丈夫。資金ならまだあるんだから。
Kashima left the mound of capsules on the ground and pulled out her wallet.
ここまで回したんだから絶対にお迎えするもん。
This is literally sunk cost fallacy right here.
絶対ゲットするもん。1枚、2枚、3枚、4枚。
She stuck more 100 yen coins into the vending machine. Hang on, how much was that for one play? 500 yen? The president had sunk quite a bit into this.
よーし、今度こそ出しちゃうよ。やっとイエーイ。どうして出てくれないの。
Sounded like she had failed. She was halfway in tears.
もうやだ。リリーのこと嫌いなの。
Kashima was depressed, with her hands on the ground. Almost like the Oz emoji. What? I couldn't watch this anymore. Kashima. She bit her tongue. Why are you so surprised?
ごきげんよう、遠野くん。
She greeted me with her usual invigorating smile. She spared no effort to try and smooth things over. Isn't this the first time we've met off campus?
いいえ、2度目ですよ。
Was it really?
入学式の翌日です。この商店街で会いましたよ。
I don't remember it.
遠野くんひどいです。
I made Kashima pout.
そういえば、小日向さんのことも覚えてませんでしたし。遠野くんもしかして、やはり女の子に興味がないんでしょうか。
Yeah, he's gay. It's not like that. Lump me together with Shinji.
そうでしょうか。
Why did she doubt me?
女の子に興味があるなら、もう少し。
Shouldn't I what?
身だしなみに気をつけた方がいいのでは？
Huh? Is something wrong?
はい。
She replied instantly.
あの時も思っていたのですが。今日だって変な T シャツ着てますし。
I took another look at my t-shirt. It had... It had "My life's just plain brutal" Mitsuo written across the chest in brush strokes. It was an enthralling philosophy on life that I aspired to. I thought it looked cool though. No, it doesn't. Why would you think that?
どこがですか？
Especially if it's a quote. Putting a quote on a shirt will drop the coolest factor down to 10,000. All right, it's like negative 1,000. Like no. Kashima's already huge eyes opened even wider. I think her eyes are huge because of the art style. She looked positively bewildered. Doesn't adversity make you feel how deep life could be?
遠野くんのセンスは独特ですね。私はもっと幸せそうな言葉がいいです。
That girl sighed at me. It was kind of a shocker.
では、私はもう行きますから。
Are you sure you don't want to keep trying your luck at the vending machine?
そこには触れてほしくありませんでした。大人げないところを師匠に見られてしまうなんて。今日の運気は最低です。
Kashima looked more and more depressed by the second. What was I supposed to do in this situation? Adults play with these sort of capsule machines all the time. I don't think you need to worry so much.
そんな心にもないことを。大人の遠野くんはきっと心の中では。鹿島ってガキっぽい女だな。がっかりだ。
No, that's Hibiki.
やっぱり女は妹が最高だぜ。
Wait.
って思ってるに決まってます。
I do not. Especially not the second part. Kashima internally treated me like I had a hardcore sister complex. Why is there a question mark? It was pretty obvious. This was becoming a bigger shocker by the second.
ちなみになんですけど。いつから見てたんでしょう？
A minute. Just recently.
ついさっきとは。
10 minute. The part where you said, "I'm gonna bring you home for sure." You have a childish side too, huh?
忘れてください、忘れてください、お願いします。
I might... She... I wish she showed this side of her more. She was that traumatized. Oh well, better lend her a hand. How? Kashima, I'll win it for you. With what money? I mean, I get you were trying to buy a shirt, but like, why don't you just save that money?
いえ、でも、いくら遠野くんでも、こればかりは運ですよ。
By the way, I'd assume this is the one you want. I pointed at a certain mascot posted onto the vending machine. An acrylic keychain of Kira Meow. For Kira Meow. The rare limited edition crystal version.
はい、よくわかりましたね。
I'll get it first try. I stuck 5 100 yen coins from my wallet. Stuck in 500 yen coins from my wallet.
いえいえ、いくらなんでも1回は無理ですよ。私なんてもう10回以上。いえ、なんでもありません。
5,000 yen! Nah. While Kashima was busy acting rattled, I turned the lever. Look. I opened the capsule and tossed the mascot to Kashima. It sparkled in an arc of light and landed in the palm of Kashima's hand. Kashima looked at the mascot in her hand and shouted,
限定レア、クリスタルバージョンです。やっと来てくれました。
Kashima hopped around in delight, enough to nearly make her skirt flip upward. Bro, what's this? What is this with fucking? What is this with girls' panties? What? I didn't know where to look. Please stop, Kashima. I'm happy for you. Anyway, sorry to bother you, President. I turned around and headed into the arcade. How about? Hang on. How do you explain? Explain how you did that.
待ってください、遠野くん。いえ、師匠。種明かしをお願いします。
Yeah. Kashima jogged after me. I'd like to be alone for today, actually. Was I the sort of man who loved solitude? No. I just wanted time to think things over. By going to an arcade? That's a bit loud, don't you think?
お昼、ご馳走させていただきますが。
My ears perked right up.
何でも師匠のお好きなものを。
My feet skidded to a stop. I guess I have time for a chat. On second thought, it would be wrong to be unkind to a girl. Yep.
何がいいでしょう。
Anything is fine. I'm not especially picky.
では、私のお気に入りのお店でいいですか？
A restaurant you like. That sounds great. I stuck up my right thumb. If memory serves, Kashima's family was loaded. I had high hopes.
では参りましょう。
It's not gonna be a fucking 3 Michelin star restaurant, you. It's gonna be like a fucking... It's gonna be like a cheap ass ramen shop that you've probably gone to before. We most certainly could.
まさか遠野くんとランチご一緒できるなんて。
Forget a place he frequently. Forget a restaurant he's gone to before. He fucking works here.
欲しかったマスコットも手に入りましたし、まるで遠野くんとデートしているみたい。今日の私の運勢は最高ですね。
It is so awkward if you work as a server and you go to eat lunch at the restaurant you work at. Kashima was sitting in front of me, overjoyed.
遠野くんは何になさいますか？
Hey, Kashima. In contrast with Kashima's sweet smile, I was on the throes of disappointment.
はい、何ですか？
Weren't you going to one of your favorite restaurants? It was a simple family restaurant, and the same place I worked.
はい、この間来て一目で気に入っちゃったんです。内装も素敵ですし、お値段もリーズナブルですよね。
Kashima seemed to legitimately like this restaurant. She meant no ill will. And that just made it all the more nasty. This is where I work. This is hardly the change of pace I had in mind. I leaned back into my seat and let out a huge sigh.
でも、今日はお客さんとして来てるんですよ。
Yeah, that's why it's so awkward.
バイトしている時とは違うと思いますけど。
About that.
いらっしゃいませ。あ、遠野チーフ。
遠野くん、お休みなのにわざわざ来てくれたの？僕感激。
Yep. Murakami and the manager instantly captured me. Right now, I'm just an ordinary customer. Please treat me like you would anyone else. Two of today's pasta lunch sets, please. I did my best to promptly dismiss the pair.
遠野チーフ、相変わらず釣れないですね。
違うよ。遠野くんは釣れないんじゃなくて、ツンデレなの。
Bro, shut up! They started rambling in front of Kashima.
そうなんです。遠野くん一見釣れないんですけど、最後はちゃんと助けてくれるんです。優しいんです。
Even Kashima was jumping in on the conversation.
もしかして、遠野チーフの彼女さんですか？
I mean, in one route, but not currently.
いえいえ、そんな、私はただ。
Swell. Kashima turned beet red and swirled her finger around on the table.
私、遠野くんのクラスメイトですけど、それだけで終わりたくないと言いますか。
No! Hang on! You aren't meant to be flirting with him now. You're meant to only be doing that you're meant to do that after the common route. Or sometimes during, you know, when they give you the option to pick a girl.
この反応は悪くないと見たよ、遠野くん。
頑張れ、遠野チーフ。
They were cheering us on. Give me a break, you two. Murakami, manager. A customer over there is calling for you. My keen eyes spotted a customer with their hand raised and let them both know.
いけない。じゃあ、ごゆっくり。
お嬢さん、遠野くんをよろしくね。
Shut up, bro. They both finally got back to work. I feel exhausted all of a sudden.
とってもアットホームな職場なんですね。
Too cozy, to the point it causes problems sometimes. And this is why you is the 20%. Because he's the only one who... He's the most serious about this job. More so than the manager, apparently. This didn't feel like much of a day off anymore.
遠野くんは学園以外でも信頼されているんですね。
Really? They were just teasing me is all.
信頼できる人にしかしませんよ。人徳がある証拠です。
I have to wonder. I couldn't tell myself.
小日向さんや神楽坂くんはすっごく信頼してると思いますよ。
Hibiki's a childhood friend, and I've known Shinji since middle school. Point being, they're special cases.
あとりっちゃんも。
My little sister's obviously a super special case.
カイドウ先輩も。
I've also known her for a relatively long time through Hibiki. Although back in the day, she constantly made me her guinea pig when practicing her Aikido techniques.
柊さんもですよね。
Hiragi would be dicey to leave at her own devices. Would be dicey to leave to her own devices. And didn't she just get oddly attached to me while I looked after her?
私は
You just happened to be there, going with the flow.
私だけ理由が曖昧です。
How about because you're the class president then?
私が聞いてるのに疑問形はやめてください。
Kashima looked offended and huffed at me. You know, you seem to have an awfully high opinion of me. I took out my phone case, and got ready to show her how I'd perform that trick. I'm just an average guy with somewhat dexterous fingertips. Here, look at this. I showed her the mascot attached to my phone case.
あ、それはノーマルのキラニャンですね。
Yep. The one you had duplicates of.
野くんもキラニャンちゃん持っていたんですか？
Just one. This is actually the one I pulled earlier.
でも、私がさっきいただいたのはレアでしたよ。
I just so happened to have one in hand. So I swapped it out. Ah! Right. So I swapped them out earlier when I handed it to you.
いつの間に。
Remember how I went out of my way to empty out the capsule when I gave it to you? That's when. Besides, you knew how it wasn't packaged. You should have noticed that.
確かに。あんまりにも嬉しくて、全く気づきませんでした。
I figured that would be the case.
私のお目当てがこの子だと分かったのはなぜですか？
Because it's the only rare one. It's a simple matter of probability. That one makes sense. If this hadn't been the one you wanted, when I checked first, this magic trick would never exist. And I would never attempted it. See? But nothing special once you hear the trick behind it, right? This is simply...
素晴らしいです。さすが、私のお師匠様です。
Katsuma was positively captivated by my explanation. And here I figured she would be exasperated. Had it had the opposite effect. There's nothing even the slightest bit wonderful about this.
何言ってるんですか？完璧にプロのマジックですよ。私にも、ぜひご教授を、師匠。
Kashima clasped her hands, which were resting on top of the table. She leaned forward and peered into my eyes. Hey, she was too close. Kashima, I told you, you think too highly of me. Tricks like these are basically scams.
そんなことはありません。
She was serious and direct. Kashima said with my hands in hers.
遠野くんのマジックは、みんなを幸せにします。
Yeah, but like he's only short of 2 magic tricks. And one of them was to get out of joining the negative.
マスコットだって私にくれましたし。先日のポーカーで勝っても私に何も要求しませんでした。それに入学式の時だって。
Kashima tightened her grip. I could feel her passion, her body heat. Kashima, you're gonna get blue balls by the waitress.
私、遠野くんみたいな人になりたいんです。だから、柄にもなく部なんて立ち上げたんですよ。
Huh? She created the volunteer club because she wanted to be like me? What do you mean, Kashima?
はい。私は。
Kashima leaned even further forward.
私は。
お待たせしました。パスタランチセットで。
What did I fucking say? They got cocked! Blue balls!
すみません。お邪魔しました。お幸せに。
Murakami left the plates and sails slip, then bolted like the wind. Wait, hey, Murakami. Enjoy yourselves. You definitely had the wrong idea. Yeesh, talk about sloppy customer service. Sorry, Kashima.
いえ。
When I turned back to Kashima, she had straightened her back in her seat. She was bright red from the neck up, though. Strange. The air conditioning seemed to be working fine. You dense-ass motherfucker. You know what? Maybe he's feigning ignorance. So, where did you leave off?
いえ、この話はまた後日。
Yeah, save it for the end of the common route, alright? Bitch.
それより、せっかくの料理が冷めてしまいますよ。
Really? If you say so, I guess. It wouldn't be good to pry too hard. Kashima and I quickly dug into our meals.
危なかったです。私、遠野くんのことになると、すぐ熱くなって。
If you're hot, why don't I have them adjust the AC?
乙女の独り言を聞かないでください、師匠。
The president stared daggers and scolded me. Right, sorry. I was terrified of that uncharacteristically menacing glare. Listening to a person's private monologue. Trying to peek into a person's heart. Those were two of my bad habits.
これ、とっても美味しいです。
Is it? Glad to hear. Glad to hear it. The urchin cream pasta. Urchin cream pasta sounds nice. I want some too. Seemed to have put Kachima into a good mood. Oh boy.
あ、もうこんな時間なんですね。
You're right. It has gotten late. And that's why I'm going to be ending stream off for today. Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. Thank you for chatting. If you enjoyed it, follow would be appreciated. And if you want to support me even further, you could always subscribe. But yeah, tomorrow I will be playing more Kakenuke. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye bye.